Hey guys, what's up? It's RygarTheDestroyer, and today we're going to be doing episode 5 of Friday Q&A. And as always, before we start, if you have a question that you'd like me to answer, go ahead and throw it down in the comment section, and I will answer it in next Friday's video. Alright, so let's kick it off here with the first question from Coleman Trebor. Top 5 Star Wars characters. And I honestly have been thinking about this all week. It's kind of a tough question, but I think I've narrowed it down. First, they're in no particular order, but probably my favorite overall Star Wars character in general is Obi-Wan. I don't know, he's just cool. He's cool in the prequels, the original trilogy, you know, with his ghost stuff. He's just a cool character all around. Number 2, Kanan from Rebels. I really like the Rebels TV show, and I read the Kanan comic books, and you know, you kind of find out more about him, and it made me really like his character. Number 3 is kind of an off-the-wall one. I don't know how many people will actually know who this character is, but Darman from the Republic Commando novels. Really liked those novels, and I like the character. It's just a shame that, you know, they wrote that one Imperial Commando book and then just stopped. So we didn't really get to see a resolution with his character. You know, even with all that, I would still recommend reading those books because they're pretty cool. Darth Maul, another sweet character. I always remember when I was a kid thinking that he was the coolest. You know, the scene in The Phantom Menace where the doors open up and then you see both sides of his lightsaber ignite. It's just so cool, and I remember that always growing up. I wanted the Darth Maul lightsaber because it was just the coolest, having the 2 blades. And then finally, probably one that everyone expects, Han Solo. I mean, obviously he's the coolest character from the original trilogy. Maybe you could debate that that's Darth Vader, but in my opinion, Han Solo, hands down. And then, you know, with the Solo movie coming out, it really, I think, added to his character, because I really enjoyed that movie, and I've just had it on the brain, so that's why I had to put him on the list. All right, next one from Shark Studios. When did you start collecting, and what got you into collecting Star Wars figures? So, the first Star Wars figures that I got were from 2002. I talked about that in one of the other videos. I think it was maybe the second or third one if you're interested. But I didn't actually really start collecting them heavily until right around 2005, 2006, when Revenge of the Sith came out and all of those toys were on the shelf. I had this group of friends that I would hang out with, and they were obsessed with Star Wars. And, you know, the only thing that I knew about Star Wars was I think I had seen some of the prequel movies, but they didn't really leave that much of an impact. But, you know, these guys kind of peer pressured me into liking Star Wars, and, well, as you can see, it's pretty much changed my life. So that's sort of an interesting thing, you know, that one summer changed my life forever. All right, one from Rogue QUAN here. How many Star Wars figures do you have in your collection? And I'm not going to count them. There's just too many. But I'll give you a rough estimate. I've got somewhere between 200 and 300 3 3/4 inch figures. I've got a little over 100 Black Series figures. And then I have between 30 and 40 12-inch or like 1/6 scale figures, and those aren't all Hot Toy Sideshow. Probably a majority of those are the Hasbro 12-inch ones, but there are some Hot Toy Sideshow ones in there. And then maybe for Star Wars vehicles, maybe somewhere between 20 and 30 different Star Wars vehicles, and I would count a vehicle like, you know, like this cancel here. Or like this Ronto, so some smaller items I would count as but that's, you know, a rough estimation of what I've got in my collection. And then the last one here from Brennan Jeffery. This is a really interesting question. I like this one a lot. and he asks, opinion on Pepakura, since you can make a helmet from most sci-fi sources. I have tried Pepakura before. I just don't think it's for me. I don't have the patience for it. I have tried it. Another problem I had with it is I tried to make a Boba Fett helmet with it, and I really struggled to find a helmet that was high enough polygon count that you don't have to do as much work once you do the fiberglass and Bondo work. But then, you know, you get into the range where the polygons are too small, and then it's impossible to put together. So, you know, if you have the patience for it and the skill with the body working and everything, it's totally an amazing way to make custom Star Wars armor. For me, I think my plan is wait for like a decade until 3D printing technology is kind of upped in quality and come down in price, and then I'm going to try and 3D print them. But until that time, I'll think I'll have to just buy the helmets and armor, you know, from kits and stuff. But anyway, you guys had some awesome questions, and I would absolutely love to answer more. So if you have any other questions, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.